PDP are in charge. So I cannot really say what actually happened, so to speak, why PDP claims almost all the seats, of the National Assembly. But one thing is clear. The people here in Anambra State, they keep saying that the election, has been rigged, so to speak. Those that is APGA and APGA. In spite of the fact that APGA is supporting PDP, they said it has been rigged.
So, Joy, is it the case that essentially in Anambra now we have a sitting governor who is from APGA party, but he's not been able to send anybody from his party to the National Assembly in Abuja?
Well, if you say that, he's saying a great deal, because the governor tried his best. And we said to him during the campaign, he did all he could. In fact, he took up the campaign personally, as if he was running for any post, campaigning, trying to make sure that he has people he will work with, from Anambra in the National Assembly. But unfortunately, it turned out the way it did. I can't really say what really happened, but as it is, Anambra State, with this election results being released, the 3 senatorial seats, we don't have any APGA candidates there. They're all PDP. Though they are saying, that is APGA is saying that the election has been rigged. That in fact, they are rejecting the result. It was concocted and did not pass through a prudent collation process. We should have started with the ward collation, to local government, and then to constituency collation. So the PDP were in a hurry, so to speak, to release its results. And so the election for them is flawed. That is for the APGA, is flawed.
I mean, it sounds in many ways as if, in supporting the PDP, that clarity that needed to happen didn't happen, and so you've essentially seen some sort of political suicide. What is going to happen, do you think, next week when the country goes back to elect members of the State House of Assembly? Are we likely to see this replicate, or do you think there will be a bit more clarity on the fact that APGA members should be voting for APGA?
Well, the situation for the next election, it would be nice for the party, the ruling party in Anambra State, to imagine that they will sit back and watch what happened presently. To repeat itself, I like the word you use, he's going to be suicidal, so to speak, for the party. If what happened in this election to happen in the coming one. But be that as it may, I think they must have learned 1 or 2 lessons presently. And so they must, prepare themselves. That is, APGA, the party, the people, the members of APGA, and the candidates also. They must prepare themselves very well ahead of the next election. Because for them, they feel that this particular one, that was done, it is flawed. A lot of things happened, So, for next election, I see a party that will be very, very prepared, And the next election will be very dear to the governor, the people that we work with in the State Assembly. So, if he relaxes and other opposition parties, take over, well, that will really go well for him. But I tell you, he won't do that. So, let me be optimistic for the party here in Anambra State that they will work hard, to see that they clinch more of the seats. That is the 30 seats. At least they have up to 25 seats.
Joy, do you think the governor has enough time to turn things around? The state elections all next week. Do you think there is time? Because the concern from what I hear from folks from Anambra is that he may end up having to work with a PDP assembly, and that's going to create major problems for him. Do you think he has enough time to turn things around?
the governor is so passionate about APGA as a political party, that threw him up as the governor of Anambra State. That I know for sure. And I think he will not, relax. He will not, go to sleep. He will work hard. I am being optimistic. I'm being positive. I am not the governor. I don't know what is going on in his mind now, but I tell you, he will work hard. He wouldn't want to lose APGA completely. He will want to, to fight, at least, to see if he can make any headway in the forthcoming election. But I'm speaking for myself. I'm not the governor, but I'm trying to say what I feel he can do from what he's been doing, the way he's being passionate about APGA, the political party. I wouldn't think he will relax or, and see the party, you lose the party that threw him up as the governor.
Well, Joy, thank you very much for the view from Anambra State. Giving us a very detailed account of what happened, especially behind the scenes. But then, it's interesting to note too that the chairman of APGA, or maybe the person who holds the strings in APGA, Chief Victor, actually lost his bid for the Senate.
He lost. But I tell you, he said he has rejected the result, that he won, that he did not lose, that the result, the PDP, is using presently is concocted, that he won. That is a victory for you.
Went awry. It's cloak and dagger politics. This is not the first time this kind of thing is happening. This sniping strategy has been used in Nigerian politics before. Recall that in 2003, a party called the Alliance for Democracy, AD, that had presence in the Southwest, did the unthinkable. I haven't lost one of their members who was thinking that he was going to resign from Obasanjo's administration. I'm talking about Shibola Ige, the Attorney General of the Federation at that time, to contest in 2001 when he was killed, when he was brutally murdered, to endorse Chief Olusegun Obasanjo as their candidate. As far as they are concerned, after the fight of the 1999 election between their candidates, Chief Olufalaye and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo then should now be given full backing. And so they had an agreement and agreed with him that their governors will be left alone. Their governors will not be rigged out of government, and that they will give him their total support. The only person that didn't partake of that agreement was the then governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he saw through that deception. And he warned his colleagues, you're dealing with a general who is foxy, and you're going to regret it. And of course, all of them were swept up by the gale of PDP machinery. Now, in Anambra State, I saw the governor here in Onitsha campaigning and telling the electorate, on that day, speaking in Igbo and Pidgin English, that Jonathan is our president, is our candidate, we should give him our support. But when it comes to the other position, vote for APGA. And they said, I looked at him and said, this guy doesn't know anything.
I mean, a story I have to tell you quickly on Twitter. Someone sent me, said she had to help an old woman to go and vote somewhere in Zamfara. And she said to her, Mama, okay, so presidency, who are you going to vote for? And she said, Buhari. And she said, what about the Senate? She said, Buhari.
So everything's Buhari.
They don't have the understanding to be able to differentiate, isn't it? Between voting for two different parties on a given day.
No, that's not my take. I'm saying the average voter in Anambra, they had that understanding. What I'm saying, this is my thesis. What I'm saying is that they had an agreement on